Hey friends, and a very warm welcome to the channel. I am so incredibly excited to have you here today, especially because this is my very first video. Taking the leap to start this channel has been a journey, and I wanted to kick things off with a topic that is deeply personal, highly practical, and honestly, life-changing. Today, we are going to talk about the profound importance of keeping some things to yourself. We live in an era of constant connection and oversharing. Social media, the internet, and everyday culture tell us that every thought, every milestone, and every struggle needs to be broadcast to the world. But there is a hidden, quiet power in holding back. There is peace in privacy. By keeping certain aspects of your life guarded, you protect your energy, maintain your focus, and build a sense of inner strength that nobody can take away from you. So, settle in, get comfortable, and let us explore 6 highly valuable lessons to help you navigate the world with confidence, wisdom, and absolute discretion. Lesson number 1. Keep your dreams to yourself, at least for now. When we have a big, exciting goal, our natural instinct is to shout it from the rooftops. We want to share our excitement with our friends, our family, and sometimes even strangers on the internet. But sharing your dreams prematurely can actually be detrimental to your success. Psychologically speaking, when you tell someone about your big goal and they praise you for it, your brain releases dopamine. It gives you the feeling of accomplishment before you have actually done any of the hard work. This false sense of achievement can drastically lower your motivation to actually execute the plan. Beyond the psychology of your own brain, there is the reality of other people. Not everyone will be supportive of your goals. In fact, some people might actively try to bring you down. This does not necessarily mean they are bad people. Often, when you declare that you are going to do something extraordinary, it triggers other people's insecurities. Naysayers will project their own fears and limitations onto you. They will tell you it is too risky, the market is too crowded, or you do not have the right experience. Those doubts can easily seep into your mind and poison your belief in yourself. A dream is like a seed. If you dig it up every single day to show people how it is growing, it will die. Seeds need to stay buried in the dark to establish strong roots. Keep your aspirations private until you have built a foundation so undeniable that you are ready to share your results with the world, rather than just your intentions. Let us move on to the second valuable lesson. Be incredibly mindful of who you trust with your vulnerabilities. Vulnerability is a beautiful thing. It is the core of human connection and empathy. However, it is also a privilege that others must earn, not a right that you freely hand out to everyone you meet. Sharing your deepest insecurities, your past traumas, or your current weaknesses with the wrong people can leave you wide open to hurt and exploitation. In our culture, there is a fine line between seeking genuine connection and simply oversharing. When you lay all your cards on the table too quickly, you give toxic or manipulative people the exact blueprint they need to use against you later. They might use your secrets as gossip, weaponize your fears during an argument, or subtly use your weaknesses to gain leverage over you. To protect your peace, you must become an excellent judge of character. Observe how people talk about others. When those people are not in the room, if someone gossips to you, they will absolutely gossip about you. Be cautious about who you confide in. Test the waters with small pieces of information and see how they handle it. True confidants are rare. When you find them, cherish them. But until someone has proven their loyalty over time, wrap your vulnerabilities in a layer of quiet protection. This brings us to lesson number 3. Do not dwell on your past mistakes. We all make mistakes. Failure is an unavoidable part of the human experience and an essential ingredient for growth. But how you handle those mistakes, especially how you speak about them to others, dictates how the world perceives you. If you are constantly bringing up your past failures, self-deprecating in conversations, and reminding everyone of where you went wrong, you are actively giving others the power to define you by your worst moments. People tend to believe the narrative you hand to them. If you constantly paint yourself as the person who always messes up, people will start to see you through that lens. They might pass you over for opportunities, doubt your judgment, or lose respect for you. Instead of dwelling on the past, use your mistakes silently as personal opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow. Process your failures internally, extract the necessary lessons, and then leave the baggage behind. You do not owe the world a constant apology or an ongoing explanation for the person you used to be. Forgive yourself privately. Change your behavior quietly. Your growth will be evident in the way you carry yourself today, not in the stories you tell about yesterday. Lesson number 4 is a rule that many of the most successful people in the world swear by. Move quietly and strike with surprise. There is immense, undeniable power in keeping your plans under wraps until you are entirely ready to make your move. In a world full of loud talkers and empty promises, the person who executes in silence is the one who truly commands respect. When you announce your every move, you invite unnecessary opinions, unsolicited advice, and disruptive interference. You allow people to anticipate your actions and potentially block your path. But when you move in silence, you maintain the element of surprise. You retain total control over your strategy. Imagine you are working on a new business, applying for a massive promotion, or learning a difficult new skill. If you keep it quiet, you have the freedom to fail, pivot, and experiment without the pressure of an audience watching your every misstep. And when you finally do succeed, the impact is magnified tenfold. Let your success make the noise. Let your results speak for themselves. There is nothing more impressive than a person who says very little, but suddenly reveals a masterpiece they have been building in the shadows. Our 5th lesson focuses on integrity and trust. Keep your secrets safe. Now, this applies to your own personal secrets, but it equally applies to the secrets that others entrust to you. If you want to be respected, you must build a reputation as a vault. Only share your own confidential information with people you trust implicitly, and be fiercely protective of the information others share with you. Remember the old saying, loose lips sink ships. Gossip might provide a temporary thrill, and sharing a secret might make you feel momentarily important or connected to the person you are talking to, but it always comes at a severe long-term cost. When you leak information, you destroy trust, and trust is the hardest thing in the world to rebuild once it is broken. Furthermore, keeping your own personal matters private protects you from unnecessary drama. You do not need the public's opinion on your family matters, your relationship squabbles, or your personal dilemmas. The fewer people who know your business, the less complicated your life will be. Cultivate an aura of mystery and discretion. People respect those who do not feel the need to broadcast every detail of their existence. Finally, we arrive at lesson number 6. Keep your financial life strictly private. Money is one of the most highly charged, sensitive topics in human society. It carries immense emotional weight. Avoiding flaunting your wealth, or, on the flip side, constantly complaining about your lack of it, is one of the smartest social moves you can make. If you are doing very well financially, keep it to yourself. Revealing the exact source of your income, the balance of your bank account, or the cost of your belongings often breeds envy, resentment, and unnatural shifts in your relationships. Suddenly, people might expect you to pick up every check, ask you for loans that make things awkward, or begin to view your relationship through a transactional lens. You want people to love you and spend time with you because of your character, your sense of humor, and your kindness, not because of your bank account. True wealth whispers, it does not shout. The most financially secure people often drive average cars, wear unbranded clothing, and never speak about their portfolios. On the other hand, if you are struggling financially, oversharing about your debt or money anxiety can cause people to view you as a liability, or it can invite unsolicited, often condescending financial advice. Handle your money matters privately, seek professional counsel if needed, and let your relationships be grounded in human connection, entirely separate from the numbers in your account. To bring all of this together, remember that discretion is key. The central theme of all 6 of these lessons is boundary setting. It is about understanding that your life is a sacred space. Keeping your private life private and only sharing information with people who have genuinely earned your trust is the ultimate form of self-care. It shields you from the chaos of other people's opinions, protects your energy for the things that truly matter, and allows you to build a strong, quiet confidence that nothing can shake. You do not need to be a closed book, but you absolutely have the right to choose who gets to read the chapters. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you spending your time with me today, especially since this is the very first video on the channel. Building a community here is my biggest goal, and I would love for you to be a part of it from the ground up.